All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my first podcast. My name is Darrell Patterson. This podcast is called Running Atlanta. And basically what I'm trying to do here is in part detail my running journey, also show you a little bit about the type of training that I'm doing. Just an everyday runner, regular working guy, 9 to 5, family, children, but still getting out here trying to make some improvements. I'm trying to document my journey. So for those that want to watch, learn about me or learn about the city, this is going to be for you. Each week I'm going to try to keep the episodes to something in that 20 to 30 minute neighborhood. You'll get one every week. It's going to expose you to something new, show you a little something, hopefully entertain you, and on top of that, educate you a little bit about the different opportunities available here in the city of Atlanta when it comes to running. I am a member of the Atlanta Track Club Board of Directors. I'm a somewhat long time runner now, marathoner specifically, 237 PR. So that's a little bit about me. I have a wife, 2 children, 2 boys, 7 and 8, Corey and Sean, wonderful wife, Keisha. And this is my run journey. You'll see me every single week, and I'm hopefully going to give y'all a little bit of new information each time. So please stay tuned. Thank you for checking it out. Subscribe, hit the like button, all that stuff that the YouTubers normally say. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, y'all. Peace. All right, so I just got back from the Atlanta Track Club headquarters, picking up a package, getting pretty excited for the Olympic trials. Let me show you guys a little bit of stuff that I picked up to get ready for the trials. Got some exciting stuff in the bag. Let's see what we have here. First thing, we'll start off with a little envelope. The envelope's got my name on it. Bam. The most important thing I'm gonna need for the Olympic trials weekend. All access badge. Yeah, part of the perks of being on the board of directors for the Atlanta Track Club. All access, so I can be everywhere I need to be. All right, inside the bag. Boom. Very nice. Put that away. Okay. United States Olympic team hat. And we're gonna switch it out. We'll keep that going for the rest. All right. U.S. Olympic Team Trials Marathon, February 29, 2020 in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, look at this. Smooth. That's nice. Got the Nike windbreaker jacket. Also has the Olympic seal with the U.S. Olympic Team Trials Marathon. Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see here, last but not least, we got a nice, soft, comfortable Mizuno America's Marathon Weekend quarter zip. So yeah, this week this is my third 100-mile week. I ran about 101, 102 miles. Did my long run yesterday. Did it with Habib and Marquel. I'll show y'all a couple of those highlights here.
All right, Marquel. This is week 1. How's the long run today?
What mile was it? I got dropped, mile 17, 16, somewhere in there. But we were rolling.
We were rolling, man.
Rolling.
You ran strong.
I can almost say literally we cut down the entire way to pretty much 6:30 pace, all the way down, all the way to 6:30.
I'm kicking salt.
That's about it. Yeah. I was like, y'all are done. Y'all are done.
Habib.
Yo. Man, all I gotta say is Darrell's a monster, man. Man, I try to keep up. Woo. Man, you know what? It's for another time. But it was a fun run though. I really loved it. The challenge was good. And having to, eat Darrell's dust was pretty fun too.
Nah, man, you were rolling with me to
Yeah, we were rolling though. But
all the way to 18. Then you were still right behind me.
Yeah,
because when I got to the stoplight, I saw you.
Yeah, the funny thing is this hill right here, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And
That hill
I could have
hurt.
taken the nutrition
I was
earlier.
like, yeah.
And I think
I
I
don't
should
know
have taken the nutrition a little bit earlier too.
Yeah.
Because when I already got to the zero, at that point in time I was already like out of it, you know. Now the Gatorade did help me a little bit to finish stronger, but at that point it was a wrap. But I enjoyed it though. Definitely come back next week. You know, definitely something I want to keep up, you know. And I'm happy. I didn't think I had it in me. I'll be honest. You
Yeah.
know? I didn't think I had it in me, and it's like, dang, so I can legit run a 20-miler, you know. So it's fun. Yeah, I can't wait to do it again.
That's it, man. Yeah, we gotta get this every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Definitely, man. Y'all want cupcakes? Cause I was like, we definitely deserve
They
cupcakes.
don't got cupcakes in the world.
Yeah, but you get.
They don't got cupcakes for y'all?
Nah, they don't got.
Yeah, it's gonna be baked with like eggs and stuff like that, which we don't eat. So
I mean, you can ask them. You can ask them, right?
probably.
No, you can ask them.
Hey, you really want some cupcakes? I want some water. I'll go in there and get some water with you.
All right, yeah, sure.
All right.
And yeah, it was a great week, man. We put in 20 miles, 6:55 pace. I've got a new training method that I've been working on. I call it the squeeze. I think I might outline that for y'all a little bit later. But for those that know my running history, I've used all kinds of different programs. I started off like we all did, probably with using Hal Higdon. I've taken a look at the Nike app. For many, many years, I attribute a lot of the growth of my running to advanced marathoning. That was the main plan I was using. But then I needed something a little bit more simplified, just because of my family schedule, kids, wife, busy work schedule. It was more difficult to try to make all the adjustments and the specific schedule that comes with advanced marathoning. So I started going off my own custom schedule. Wanted to simplify things a little bit, and that's where I came up with the plan that I'm using now, which I think I'm gonna save that for another. Vlog, and I'll detail exactly what it is I'm doing, and we'll see how successful it'll be as I prepare for Boston in April. But for right now, I'm just enjoying my running, enjoying trying to get together with a bunch of other people that are also committed to the sport. Getting ready for this Atlanta Trials Marathon weekend and the Georgia Publix Marathon, which I'll be pacing, which is the day after. So we've got the Olympic Trials Marathon on Saturday. We got on Sunday the Publix Atlanta Marathon. I'll be pacing the 3:45 group. So for anyone that's going to be coming out, if you're going to be running 3:45, please look out for me. Think about joining my group. Or even if you're doing the half marathon, and because the full marathon and the half marathon, they follow essentially the same course. So if you're running a half marathon and you're going to be running in somewhere in between that 150 pace, which would be 3:40, or maybe 2 hours, which would be 4 hours. You know, maybe if you think, hey, I'm not quite fast enough to be in the 150 group, but at the same time, I feel like I'm a little bit faster than the 2 hour group. You might want to think about running with the 3:45 group and just hanging with us through the halfway point, because we literally run right past the finish line along the marathon route. So that should be pretty interesting this week. Oh, how could I forget? Big shout out to Movers and Pacers, Run with E. Who else am I forgetting back? All right, I wanted to make sure I got all the sponsors right on this, so I had to pull out the running map to show you. So on Saturday, a bunch of groups got together. So we've got Hip Hop Gives Back, Run with E, Movers and Pacers, Delta Community Credit Union, Atlanta Downtown Improvement District, and the Butler Street Community Development Corporation. Got together and they put together what they call a Historic Sweet Auburn running tour. Man, this was an amazing event for those that weren't able to make it out. It was really a run. It was the Black History Month group kids run, Black History Month group kids run. And my wife and I went out there and we brought my boys out. I've got two boys, 8 and 7. And really the run took place essentially all on Auburn Street downtown. For those that are not in Atlanta, Auburn Street is the probably most historic street for Black history in the city of Atlanta, perhaps in the entire country. There's so much there. I took some B-roll footage, so I'm going to show that so that you guys can see some of the events. But basically they got a bunch of kids together. We ran down Auburn Street, made various stops along the way where they told us about the historic landmarks that were there, gifted us with some knowledge on Black history, all the things that developed and were created and were implemented right here in our city and still exist to this day on Auburn Avenue. And this was all geared towards the kids. They had some fantastic giveaways. My kids left with a new t-shirt. They had fresh fruit, bananas, and apples and oranges. Free lunch afterwards with burgers and hot dogs and all of this kind of stuff. Everything totally free. They had a fantastic DJ. The event seemed like it was mostly emceed by Senior Chaos. If you don't know him, he's the founder of Movers and Pacers. He's a hip hop artist, a real integral figure here in the Atlanta community. These guys just did an amazing job. I was floored, and I told them that afterwards. I had high expectations, and still the event exceeded those. So I just want to show y'all a couple of clips. Please go out and support these organizations. Big things are happening here in Atlanta. Very, very impressive. Had a wonderful time. That was the main extra group that I ran with this week. What I'm thinking I'm going to try to do, at least once a week, I'm going to try to go to a specifically new event or run with a different running group. So as I expose y'all to different parts of the Atlanta running scene, I'm going to expose myself as well so I can learn more about these different groups. So y'all hang with me. You'll learn a little bit about my training. You'll learn a little bit about Atlanta, and you'll learn a little bit about the different groups that we have and what's offered here in this wonderful city of Atlanta, Georgia.
About to talk about what we got planned for the day. Then we're gonna get you guys out of here because we know you didn't come to sit down in these beautiful bleachers all morning, right? You came to get active, you came to get out in the streets, you came to get educated about the beautiful historic Sweet Auburn. So we're gonna get that underway in just about 5 minutes. All right. I hope you guys are ready to move. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready to run a little bit?
Yeah.
Y'all ready to run? We ready. We ready.